front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5. Durant with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Durant's got the first basket of the game for the Suns.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Conley with the 3. The rebound by Richards.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They get it back. KD passes to Richards. For 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Booker. Durant's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Phoenix. For 3, Edwards. Good on the triple.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Here's Randall after the made shot from KD. Yep, it counts.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Booker the pass to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Suns have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The offensive rebound. And here's KD for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Edwards, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Kevin Durant, good for 3. KD's got 13.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Puts up a deep 3. And Booker kicks to KD. Jacks up a 3. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Edwards' shot is good.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now here's Beal. Still scoreless. Durant for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 7. Edwards dishes to Conley. Edwards passes to Conley. A three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got his second basket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Outside Durant. Outside for Beal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Edwards can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Back to KD. Pass to Richards. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Royce O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point guard.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einod's checked in, kicks it out to Jones. Nobody near Allen. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Reed. No good on the three. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Pass to Alexander Walker. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Beal with it. Picked up by Edwards. O'Neal wide open. Another three for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
So, Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The muscle from Edwards.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Suns moving the ball around. O'Neal kicks to Beal. Stolen by Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. Suns leading by 9. Booker out of a cannon. And the dunk by Booker.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Gobert with a screen on Beal. For three, Edwards. Here's Gobert. Goes up with it again. And at last, they get one to fall.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For three, Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Good on the three-point shot.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Beal, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Conley. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Booker finds Durant. Back to Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And here's Conley outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And Durant puts up a deep 3, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Suns leading by 11. Pass to Jones. Booker outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Edwards. McDaniels passes to Randall. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Booker outside. Here's KD. Offline with his 3. And so it's Phoenix in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Gobert with a screen for Randall. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Suns leading by 15. Booker outside. Outside Durant. Outside for Beal. Done with it. Picked up by Edwards. Timberwolves shooting 43% from the field. Looking to get it going. Edwards loves it in there.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Outside for Beal. Back to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. KD can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 13. Edwards finds McDaniel. Gobert with it. Randall a screen on KD. Back to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. The 3. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And here's Conley outside. Out to Edwards. Tries yet again. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Gobert finds Conley. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. From deep three-point land. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Edwards, good.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
And Booker kicks to Durant. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 15. And finished off by Gobert.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in from again. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Phoenix also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nick Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Phoenix leading by 13. KD looking around. Outside, Jones. O'Neal dishes to KD. Shot from the wing. And the Suns tack on two more.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Here's Randall. Plumlee with the rebound.
He just can't resist the urge to try and do something special, and it cost them 2 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off. And Phoenix making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Knocked loose. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. And And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense. Into a bad spot can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Booker, Plumlee out there with O'Neal. Then it's Jones, and it's Dunn in at the three, the small forward. Here's DiVincenzo. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Here's Reed. No good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 18. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Jones against DiVincenzo. Over Jones. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Booker the pass to O'Neal. And it's done in the corner. Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Clark finds Edwards. For the three. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 25 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Booker with a deep 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For 3, Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Edwards. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Booker fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker. Timberwolves trail by 21. Right side, Edwards. Fade away. Edwards with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Booker with a deep 3. Tries to save it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 31 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
McDaniels, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
Free throw good, Booker.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. Minnesota with the ball. And it's Conley that time on the assist for Randall.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Iguodaro. The three. Mike Conley with the rebound. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Oh, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. And then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Shot clock at 5. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And here's Minnesota now. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Randall, a screen on Thompson. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Conley against Irving. Back to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Edwards. Thompson, no good. About a minute into this first quarter. Fires from deep. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Randall.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Pass to Gafford. The 3 from Thompson. Again, the miss by Dallas. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Pulls up, high post. Thompson with another miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play. And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conley. He's guarded by Irving. And Conley is good for 3.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dime.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Conley passes to Gobert. Randall, a screen on Washington. McDaniels can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Irving against Conley. The 3 from Thompson. Thompson with another miss. Minnesota leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Conley. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Randall outside. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Dallas. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Conley passes to Alexander Walker from the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Thompson. From downtown. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Conley passes to Gobert. Conley looking for an opening. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Thompson left side. On the wing, Thompson. Beyond the arc. Randall pulls down the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Conley. launches it. Minnesota again missing. The Mavericks trailing. For three. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Thompson's got 11 points.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Alexander Walker. And again, unable to change momentum here. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Miller. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Edwards in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Outside Reid, the 3 is up. He drops it from range. Reid's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. DiVincenzo against Irving. And here's Thompson for 3. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs. 4-point game. Thompson outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
They swipe it. Gobert passes to Conley. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Always judicious with the rock. Conley looks to make high-quality passes to ready shooters.
Thompson, a screen on Conley. Thompson outside. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. No good there. It's Reid with a drive. Conley finds Reid. From outside, off the mark. Dallas has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The 3 from Thompson gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Over to the left wing. Outside Edwards. Reid for 3. Knocks down the long J. Reid's got 6.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The 3 from Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Oh, nice touch there by Clay.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards outside. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. From behind the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Reed's got 9 points in the quarter.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Clay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Clay.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed.
So we conclude the first half. It's Minnesota leading by 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, they've got Daniel Gafford, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Davis, and it's Washington in at the 3. Here's Thompson. And he didn't get quite enough onto that one. The Timberwolves lead by 7. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. From outside the arc. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Thompson's got 28.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance. When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Randall outside. Back to Gobert. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Pass to Thompson. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Takes the 3. That shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside Edwards. Drills the baseline jumper. Edwards got 13 now.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Davis finds Thompson. On the wing, Davis. Checked by Randall. Clay busting it up inside.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. McDaniels from long range. They get it back. Outside Edwards. Here's Randall. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
McDaniels, that's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Steps back. Out to Thompson. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. The open shot by Thompson. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
The three. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Now here's Edwards. For three, Randall. Washington grabs the miss. Davis against McDaniels. Here's Thompson. That one's good. This game is all even. Thompson's got 37.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Thompson outside. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Gobert. Yet to see a basket. Back to Randall. Puts up a three. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Washington passes to Gafford. Here's Thompson. Banked it in off the glass. Thompson's got 39.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Gobert. Up top, Randall. Defended by Thompson. Misses the three. Conley against Irving. Thompson scanning the floor for the lead. And that's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Edwards. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And here's Clark for 3. Fires in the triple. Clark's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D? He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Pass to Thompson. Lively with a screen on Edwards. They get it again. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Reed with the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Outside, DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. That shot off. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The 3 from Thompson. The shot won't fall. Minnesota leading by 6. Outside Reed. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Off target with the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And here's Thompson for 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Christie with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Thompson in the post. Clark covers. Shot's good by Thompson. Thompson's got 44. Minnesota has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. The three, DiVincenzo gets the three to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
Here's Thompson. Hey, exploding to the rim. Thompson powers it down.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. That three's off the mark. The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. McDaniels is checked in for Clark. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. And here's Thompson for 3. On the wing, Thompson. Washington against Conley.
He didn't have his feet planted. Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
Randle outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Back to Conley. Pass to Randle. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's the three. Counted from distance.
Coming up big in the clutch. McDaniels with the highlight reel hoop.
Thompson against Randle. Thompson passes to Washington. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's McDaniels. Davis with a rebound. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Davis with a screen on Conley. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. Shade McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
The three from Thompson. Minnesota with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Dives for it. Stolen by Davis.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Thompson passes to Davis. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops, a tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to
Thompson, in this game, that matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Klay Thompson is out there with Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Davis in at the 4 slot. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Irving against Booker. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Davis. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Davis.
You know, Klay Thompson is calm, cool, and collected. The quick release to beat the shot clock.
For 3, Booker, and the 3 ball is good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. And he overshot that one, missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Richards. Booker outside. 3-pointer. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The shot by Thompson, no good. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the left wing. Back to KD. Over Davis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Thompson passes to Irving. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Beal. Thompson misses. Thompson's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And Booker puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is built. Booker's got 6 points. Well, we know, G.A., the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
For 3, Booker. Rebounded by Gafford.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Thompson for the triple. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. So Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. Off target from 3-point range. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Thompson for the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's KD for 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Durant fires the 3. And Davis pulls it down. The Mavericks trailing. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Here's Thompson. He drains the quick shot. Thompson's got 10 points.
A shooter of Thompson's caliber has little trouble in the mid-range.
Durant for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dinwiddie kicks to Gafford. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. So for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal subbed in for Booker. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Davis. Christie's checked in for Washington. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Klay Thompson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Launches it, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3.
Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
A kick out to O'Neal. Drills it from outside.
And guys getting into a nice move here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Shoots from the high post, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. He got... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Beal gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's the 3. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And it's the Mavericks with the ball, trailing by 2. Irving kicks to Thompson. They get a hand on it. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Donnie's checked in for the Suns.
Number 0.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Got a piece of it. Here's Lively. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Beal, that's for 2. Kept alive. O'Neal kicks to Beal. From past the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Lively a screen on Beal. Thompson passes to Lively. Over Plumlee. Lively inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. It's another look. And it's Lively getting it to go. Lively's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. Up top, Plumlee. Mavericks with the rebound. Irving with it. Jones covering. Shot clock reset for Dallas. The shot's good from Christie. And now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, certainly the first half.
David, indeed they do. Done shots, good. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Christie. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. A shot by Thompson, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Launches from deep. Outside for Beal. Booker outside. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
And stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Booker dishes to Plumlee. Back to Booker. 36 seconds left in the first half. A kick out to O'Neal. Clock at 4. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Team foul.
It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Nick Richards comes in for Plumlee, and Durant subbed in for Royce O'Neal. Dallas also making some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Najee Marshall. P.J. Washington comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Suns lead by 3. Durant for 3. Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Thompson from long range. Now here's Booker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the 3. Davis finds Thompson. This one for 3. The rebound by KD.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Booker against Irving. Durant, the pass to Booker. On the wing, Booker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Thompson gets it to go.
Three-point field goal.
How's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
KD looking around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Thompson for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns leading by 9. from deep three-point territory. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
KD on the wing. For Davis. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
I mean, that's a tough play for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington.
Najee Marshall.
Irving up top, defended by Booker. Out to Thompson. And they get it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
For 3, Durant. They get the rebound. It's Durant on the wing. Fires for 3. Again, Durant missing. Mavericks trailed by 14. Outside Irving. Thompson for the triple. It's tipped. Booker the pass to KD. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Richards finds Booker. Now here's Thompson. Takes a 3, and they will call over the back on the play.
And an occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Dallas also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a 3, I'll make one right in your eye.
Thompson for 3. Goes back up. Phoenix grabs the miss. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Kicks it out to Booker. O'Neal passes to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Over Davis. The shot by KD. No good. Thompson left side. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. O'Neal is out there with Dunn. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist from Dunn. Plumlee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Prosper's checked in. It's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in.
Checking in for the Mavericks, number 13, Najee Marshall.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
You've got to be on exactly the same page to connect on that long of an alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
Thompson right side. Back to Irving. Here's Christie. And nothing is falling for him right now. Phoenix leading by 22. Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
And there's the call on Jones.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And Dallas also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow. Done. And done with the slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Thompson against Dunn. Shot left block. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Booker. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. And it's P.J. Washington in for Williams. Thompson from long range sinks the triple. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And Gafford throws it down.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It goes on Devin Booker. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
3 shots.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And the first one at the line is good. And Phoenix making a change here. Micic checked in, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And Irving subbed in for Williams.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
O'Neal looking around. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Gafford with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Royce is checked in for the Suns.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, number 23, Monte Morris.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Plumlee. Driving to the basket. Suns keep it alive. Kicks it out to Allen. 4 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Allen. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
And the Mavericks with possession here. 17-point game. Jones dishes to Plumlee. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Lively.
Boy, outstanding decision-making by Dinwiddie. We associate him as a scorer, but what a pretty look.
Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Tyus Jones from Royce.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Yeah, thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there from Beal. As a leader, that's how you inspire the rest of your team.
And Durant gets it to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
And Allie, thanks.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. McDaniels got room. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. The 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Pass to Booker. Fades and shoots. Randle pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Booker's shot is good.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Randle. Edwards against Beal. Clock at 6. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Richards pulls it in.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
Outside Edwards. Slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Randle. Still without a bucket. Pass to McDaniels. Up and overdone. McDaniels can't hit. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Now here's Conley. The 3 ball. First shot won't go. Outside Durant. Pulls up. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. He has 7.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Here's Edwards. The Suns clear it.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Booker can't get it to go. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Three-pointer. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Allen gets it to go.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Reed. There's the triple. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns leading. For three, Allen. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reed is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Allen outside. There's the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Allen's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the basket by Edwards.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
The Suns trailing, and it's O'Neal off the drive. For 3, Allen. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Edwards with it, picked up by Allen. Outside, Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Allen on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. And Allen is good for 3. And the Suns lead by 1. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Miller can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. That's good from Allen on the assist from Jones. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
The kick out to Conley. This one for three. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Phoenix leading by 3. Booker with it. He has 6. 36 seconds left in the first half of this one. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The kick out to Conley. Three-pointer. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Now Booker. The three is up. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerve to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's Grayson Allen making it happen for Phoenix. Draining 5 threes in that quarter. 5. This guy's locked in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Grayson Allen really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Ann are the 1 of the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Edwards with a step. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Booker, the pass to Beal. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul.
Jaden McDaniels.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Durant with a screen on Conley. For 3, Booker. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels up top, releases. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. McDaniels got his second basket.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass. Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Pass to Randle. Edwards against Beal. Edwards on target.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
For 3, Booker hits the trifecta. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Over Beal. McDaniels can't hit. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. Leading by 5. Offensive board. Richards, high post. Outside for Booker. The fader. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Booker no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. For 3, Randle. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
3-point field goal.
Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Lets it go. And the Suns miss again.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Booker. He's got 12. With the crossover. Here's Dunn. Knocks it down from distance. And the Suns lead by 3.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Edwards for 3. It's Edwards on the wing. From the arc. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The kick to Durant. 4-3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
For 3, Randall buries it from 3. Randall's got 8 points here in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Booker against Conley. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Just 4 to shoot. Booker can't get it to go.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Down low. Beal to pass to Booker. Fade away. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards for 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to McDaniels. The 3. Edwards can't hit.
Fighting for the rebound, making sure they take back possession.
Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. We're at the end of the third quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Dunn in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Plumlee finds Booker. Fades back. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Reed can't hit. The Suns lead by 6. Inside. Outside O'Neal. Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. Outside Booker. And it's Booker again missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Edwards against Booker. Reed for 3. Drains the triple.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Jones, the pass to Booker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist of the night. Reed, a screen on Jones. Pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Not going to go that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For 3, Booker. Ooh, Booker finishing in the open court.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With this three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns lead by 6. The 3 is up. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Jones.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Drills it from deep.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Dunn. From downtown, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. No good on the three.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Reed. And perfection right through the net.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Let's go with a three. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a three. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Booker. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Jacks up a three. And Booker cash on the three.
Well, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him deliver it.
Alexander Walker. The kick out to Edwards. No good with the triple.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Some changes for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Beal in for Jones. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Booker against Conley. Richards, the pass to Booker. Now here's Beal. Here's Richards. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Dunn.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
So Phoenix wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And Davis gets it to go.
Surprised the defense that time. They dared Davis to take that shot, and now they pay the price.
Conley against Irving. Thompson inside. Lets the three fly. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. A three ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Thompson for three. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And stolen by Thompson. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Davis has got 5. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Three-pointer, Randall. A rebound by Washington. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Here's Randall following the basket by Anthony Davis. From outside the arc. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Davis with it. Picked up by Edwards. Davis against Randall. Second chance shot. Anthony Davis again. 11 points in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And it's Davis missing. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
That doesn't go either for Davis. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Conley into the lane. Randall with the ball. Picked up by Davis. No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Christie is checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. That one drops. He ties it up. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. was derided at the time, and I can understand why. But Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And here's Reed after Spencer Dinwiddie getting his shot to go from deep. Back to Reed. Shoots over Lively. Reed misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now, here's Clark. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets it go with a three. He can't get it to go. He got it up. That one doesn't go. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. Beach. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Irving. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Derek Lively is out there with Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 4th. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Minnesota making a switch here. Einad's checked in. Cranes the three-pointer.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Irving for 3. Marshall passes to Irving. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Irving's got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's DiVincenzo. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Christie. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. A shot by Alexander Walker. No good. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
3, Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Stolen away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. From deep. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Marshall. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Now, here's Marshall.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Fires at the elbow. 4 on the clock. Another 3 for Dallas.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Irving against DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks leading by 6. He lobs it up. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The shot's good from Irving.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Dallas has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Lively. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Irving passes to Lively. And here's Irving. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 32 seconds left here in the second. Conley feeling it out. Has to Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Randall. Fires the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first half of play. Mavericks lead by 7. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there. Oh, wow, man!
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Mavericks leading by 10. Irving kicks to Davis. Misses the three. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wasted no time on that one.
For 3.
Randall's got 7.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Davis. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. From the arc. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that's to Davis. Over Randall. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
For 3, Edwards. Oh, Edwards, and look how far away he is.
Look at that from Edwards, way out there.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Conley dishes to McDaniels, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Irving finds Thompson. Back to Irving. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker up top. 6 points for him. 1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Gobert, the screen. Out to Edwards. Now, Alexander Walker over Marshall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Irving can't get it to go. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Well, you look at these role players. The Mavs have Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Alexander Walker passes to Connor. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Dallas leading by 3. Dallas moving the ball around. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Edwards. Poked away. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. Conley gets the bucket.
Stop and pop. Conley dangerous everywhere.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Williams kicks to Thompson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Williams. Thompson's got 5. Pass to Randall for the lead. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up 3s the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
DiVincenzo with it. Conley for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We witnessed him delivering us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Edwards is out there with Exum. Then it's Williams. Then there's Irving. And it's Lively in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Exum kicks to Irving. Back to Exum. In the corner, Lively with it. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves leading by 4, and Reed has it in the corner. From downtown, rebound by Williams. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer. Dallas again missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Hits it from 3-point range. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Irving dishes to Exum. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Garza. He's defended by Exum. Garza no good. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And finished off by Lively.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
From downtown, buries it from three-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Lively finds Exum. Knocks down the three ball. Exum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Clark outside. Pass to Reed. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Reed's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Minnesota.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
And as soon as they splashed that bomb, the air just went right out of the building. Total deflation.
For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side, Edwards. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Now, just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
Exum with a wide open look. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out to the right wing. Back to Clark. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. The kick out to Irving. The three-pointer, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Here's Reed. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. A 2-point game. Edwards with the screen for Irving. Pass to Edwards. Back to Irving. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the small forward position. Back to Beal, just 5 on the clock. 20 feet out. It's good.
A guy you can rely on to find points. Beal is always hunting for that next shot.
Irving goes in, outside for Davis. Pass to Thompson. From outside the arc. Outside Irving. And here's Gafford. Back to Thompson. Gafford, the screen, goes back up, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And you can tell that Clay trusts his guys. He calls a play, and they just go to the right spots.
Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming. The moment that last 3 went in, Thompson must have been thinking, get me the ball, I'll answer it with a 3.
Durant, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's blocked by Davis. And he gets it back. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Irving, the pass to Davis. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots over Beal. And there's Thompson on the assist by Davis. Thompson's got 7 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Booker, no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
For 3. And that's good. Klay Thompson for 3. 10 points for him.
What poise from Thompson. Not allowing for any distractions from his shot.
Richards, the pass to Dunn. Durant inside. Davis on him. Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Out to Thompson. Back to Irving. Got a hand on it. Beal with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. The offensive rebound. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Second chance effort. Davis with the defensive effort.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. And Dallas making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Beal. Richards, the pass to Durant. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson gets a good look. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Thompson's got 12.
Just under control. That's what Klay Thompson stays. That's where his lane is, and it's easy with the pull-up.
Durant for 3. Connects from downtown.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Fires from deep. Thompson's shot is off. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 5. 24 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, a really deep 3 that time. 15 points in the game.
Yo, this dude has an absolute flamethrower. He makes long shots that look like second nature.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. He's covered by O'Neal. Thompson, no good. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
They've got Kyrie Irving, P.J. Washington out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Outside Jones, from deep, pure from 3-point range. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Over Beal. Thompson outside. Second shot opportunity. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Phoenix making a switch here. Dunn's checked in, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Jones against Irving. Thompson passes to Washington. Back to Thompson. Takes a 3. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Marshall passes to Thompson. Outside Irving. Oh, deflected. Thompson against Beal. shot, left block. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Thompson outside. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to Beal. Dunn outside. Outside Jones. It's Beal on the wing. Misses the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thompson fires from way outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Thompson's got 26 points. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Beal, the pass to Plumlee. Outside Jones. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Thompson. Ooh, Clay finds his way to the rim.
Impressive athleticism from Clay on the cut. Feels like he can score the ball whenever he wants.
Pass to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Lively grabs a miss.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Jones. Plumlee against Washington. Here's Thompson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Oh, he's so good at getting defenders to foul him because Clay looks to shoot pretty much every time he touches it. It forces defense to overcommit.
So for Dallas, Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Durant with a screen on Dinwiddie. For three, Booker. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thompson finds Davis. Back to Thompson from deep three-point land. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Thompson's got 33 points. Suns trail by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Beal, the pass to Durant. Dunn outside. On the wing, Durant. He's guarded by Gafford. 5 on the clock. Durant's shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Thompson passes to Washington. Fires the three. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Mavericks. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the 3. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, BA. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. Wow, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Thompson. Takes the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant for three. And it's Irving with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 5. Now here's Thompson. Launches it. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Clay busting it up inside.
Clay can get it done inside, too. His role on this team is to score.
Here's Durant. And he lays it up and in. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's the three. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the Suns pushing it up now. Durant, automatic at the rim.
Doesn't it just look like he's gliding down the floor? Durant in transition is just beautiful art.
Pass to Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Washington. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. This will be a sports shot at the line here in this one. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 13, Najee Marshall.
Dallas leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Booker puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn.
Suns substitution. Numeral 00. Royce.
Here's Thompson. Oh, denied by Durant.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
Puts up a three. Thompson, no good.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
Richards, pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Beal outside for the lead. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. The Mavericks leading. Davis a screen. On the wing, Thompson. Launches a three. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Up top, Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Outside for Davis. It's tipped. Thompson in the post. Booker defending. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Another shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
It's so hard trying to stay down on that pump fake from Clay. He's just so tricky and crafty with it. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Dunn. That's it. Coming off an assist from Jones.
3 points.
Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Kevin Durant. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. BA?
And Allie, thank you for that. Some changes for Phoenix. Richards comes in for Plumlee. And it's Kevin Durant in for O'Neal. Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Christie in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Durant for 3. They get it back. Pass to Dunn. Outside Jones. Dunn outside. Fires for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 5. Fades. Got it. Thompson's got 45 points.
Phenomenal shooter from the mid-range. All Clay needs is a little bit of daylight. Like a little bit, and it is gold.
Jones finds Durant. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Suns lead by 6.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Thompson in the post. Durant's there. Baseline try. Thompson's shot is off.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Back to Jones. And stolen by Irving. Thompson outside. Shots blocked. Outside Durant. There's the triple. Pass to Dunn. The 3. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
You also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. And Washington is subbed in for Christie. And the Suns also making a change. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Jones. On the wing, Thompson. They need this. Now here's Gafford. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. Thompson draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Beal. Pass to Richards. Stolen by Davis. Thompson with it. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. In transition, here come the Suns. Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Lets the three fly. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 18 points in just the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 14. Thompson passes to Davis. Back to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First free throw is good.
Klay Thompson.
Both free throws good from Thompson. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Irving against Booker. Stolen by Gafford. And now the Mavs on the run. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Irving with it. Now guarded by Booker. Back to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Up and overdone. Thompson's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Dunn outside. And Davis with the block.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Shot clock at 3. Long range from the inbound. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now a timeout called by Dallas. 26 seconds left in the fourth. And Dallas with possession. A 12-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Booker fires from way outside. No good on the quick three. And it's Edwards with the ball for Dallas. Thompson, a screen on Booker. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.